Do you know that the way you sleep tonight could be quietly killing you faster than a pack of cigarettes? Most people think that as long as they close their eyes and fall asleep, they're doing enough. But that's not even close to the truth. In fact, doctors now say that certain nighttime habits after 65 cause more damage to your heart, brain, and immune system than years of smoking ever could. The scariest part? Millions of seniors do these things every single night without ever suspecting the harm. You might be lying in bed right now, doing the very thing that's stealing years from your life, and you would never know it unless someone told you. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 deadly nighttime habits that silently shorten the lifespan of seniors. Each one seems completely innocent, but together they drain your strength, weaken your heart, and accelerate aging from the inside out. Stay with me until the end because the number 1 habit is something so common that nearly every senior does it. And yet, it's the one that researchers say is more dangerous than most people realize. Understanding these 4 patterns could be the difference between waking up with energy tomorrow or slowly fading without ever knowing why. These are not guesses or old wives' tales. These are patterns that cardiologists, sleep researchers, and aging experts have observed for decades. The science behind what happens to your body at night is well documented, and once you understand it, you'll never look at your bedtime the same way again. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits to change tonight to protect your heart and extend your life. Number 1, sleeping on your back without elevation. One of the most dangerous nighttime habits for seniors is sleeping flat on your back. It seems harmless. It even feels natural. But for anyone over 65, this position can quietly suffocate your organs and put deadly pressure on your heart while you sleep. Here's what happens. When you lie flat on your back, gravity pulls everything downward. Your tongue and the soft tissues of your throat relax and collapse backward, partially blocking your airway. This is one of the main triggers for obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where you stop breathing repeatedly throughout the night, sometimes dozens of times per hour. Each time your breathing stops, your blood oxygen drops. Your heart panics and beats harder to compensate. Your blood pressure spikes. And your brain is jolted out of deep sleep to force you to gasp for air. You might not even remember it happening, but your body remembers every single episode. For seniors with weakened hearts or stiffened arteries, this nightly cycle is devastating. Studies show that untreated sleep apnea doubles the risk of heart attack and stroke. It also accelerates cognitive decline because the brain is starved of oxygen night after night. Think about 2 men, Harold, 72, and George, also 72. Harold sleeps flat on his back every night. He snores loudly and wakes up feeling exhausted no matter how many hours he sleeps. His wife often notices him gasping in the middle of the night. Over time, Harold's blood pressure climbs, his memory fades, and his doctor warns him about early signs of heart failure. George, on the other hand, sleeps on his side with a pillow between his knees and his head slightly elevated. He breathes quietly through the night. He wakes feeling rested. His blood pressure stays stable, and his mind remains sharp. Same age, same genetics, but completely different outcomes because of how they sleep. Sleeping flat also worsens acid reflux, another silent nighttime threat. Stomach acid creeps up into the esophagus when you're lying flat, causing irritation and inflammation that disrupts deep sleep. Over months and years, this chronic reflux damages the lining of your throat and increases the risk of respiratory infections. The good news is this habit is easy to fix. Try sleeping on your left side, which improves circulation and keeps airways open. If you must sleep on your back, elevate the head of your bed by 4 to 6 inches using a wedge pillow or bed risers. This small change keeps your airway clear, reduces snoring, and protects your heart while you rest. Ask yourself this: do you wake up with a dry mouth, a headache, or feeling more tired than when you went to bed? If so, your sleeping position might be silently harming you every night. Number 2, eating heavy meals or snacking before bed. If there's one habit that quietly poisons a senior's body while they sleep, it's eating too close to bedtime. Many older adults enjoy a late dinner or a snack before turning in for the night. A bowl of ice cream, some crackers, maybe leftover pasta. It feels comforting. But for your body, it's a disaster waiting to happen. When you eat within 2 to 3 hours of lying down, Your digestive system is forced to work at the very time your body should be resting and repairing. Your stomach churns, your liver labors, and your insulin levels spike, all while your metabolism has already slowed down for the night. The result is that food gets stored as fat instead of being used for energy. Blood sugar stays elevated for hours, and the quality of your sleep plummets. For seniors, this is especially dangerous because insulin sensitivity drops sharply after sunset. That means the same meal you eat at noon affects your body very differently when eaten at 9 p.m. Late eating forces your pancreas to work overtime, exhausting an organ that's already aging. Over time, this pattern leads directly to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and chronic inflammation, the three pillars of accelerated aging. Consider Margaret, a 74-year-old woman who always had a small dessert and tea before bed. She thought it was harmless, but she began waking up with heartburn, bloating, and a racing heart in the middle of the night. Her doctor explained that her body was spending the first half of the night digesting food instead of repairing her heart and brain. Once Margaret moved her last meal to 6:30 p.m. and stopped snacking after 7 o'clock, her sleep improved dramatically. Her morning blood sugar dropped, her weight stabilized, and she said she hadn't felt that rested in years. Now compare her to her neighbor, Eleanor, also 74, who had been eating dinner by 6 p.m. for decades. Eleanor slept soundly, maintained a healthy weight, and had the energy of someone 10 years younger. The difference wasn't genetics, it was timing. Late-night eating also disrupts the production of melatonin and growth hormone, two chemicals your body releases during deep sleep to repair tissues, strengthen immunity, and consolidate memory. When your stomach is full, these hormones are suppressed. Your body can't heal properly. Night after night, this creates a sleep debt that no amount of hours in bed can repay. Here's what you can do. Try finishing your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. If you feel hungry before bed, have something very light, like a small handful of almonds or a cup of warm herbal tea. Keep portions small and avoid sugar, heavy carbs, and fried foods in the evening. This single change can transform the quality of your sleep and add healthy years to your life. Do you find yourself reaching for a snack before bed most nights? If so, your body may be paying a price you haven't noticed yet. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, sleeping in a warm or stuffy room. This is the habit that catches most people off guard. You'd think a warm, cozy bedroom would help you sleep better. But for seniors, sleeping in a room that's too warm is one of the most damaging things you can do to your body overnight. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees to enter deep, restorative sleep. This temperature drop is the signal that tells your brain it's time to release melatonin and begin the repair process. When your bedroom is too warm, typically above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, your body can't cool down properly. You toss and turn, you sweat, and most importantly, you never reach the deep sleep stages where real healing happens. For older adults, this is critical. Deep sleep is when the brain clears toxins linked to Alzheimer's disease. It's when the heart rate slows and blood pressure drops to give your cardiovascular system a rest. It's when the immune system rebuilds its defenses. Without deep sleep, your body accumulates damage night after night, like a house that never gets maintained. Let me tell you about a woman named Dorothy, 78 years old, who kept her bedroom at 75 degrees because she was always cold. She wore thick pajamas and piled on blankets. She slept 8 hours a night but woke up feeling foggy, achy, and drained. Her doctor ran tests and found her blood pressure was elevated even at night, a sign that her body never truly rested. When Dorothy lowered her thermostat to 66 degrees and switched to lighter layers with warm socks, everything changed. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping deeper, waking with more clarity, and her nighttime blood pressure readings returned to normal. Now think about her friend Ruth, also 78, who had always kept her bedroom cool and well ventilated. Ruth slept fewer hours than Dorothy but woke refreshed every morning. Her secret wasn't sleeping more. It was sleeping in the right conditions. A warm room also increases the risk of dehydration overnight. And seniors are already more prone to dehydration because the thirst signal weakens with age. When you sweat through the night in a warm room, you lose fluid without realizing it. This thickens the blood, raises the risk of blood clots, and puts extra strain on the heart, all while you're completely unaware. Here's the simple fix. Keep your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Open a window slightly if weather permits, or use a fan for gentle air circulation. Wear breathable fabrics to bed. Remove heavy blankets and replace them with layers you can adjust. And if your feet feel cold, wear light socks instead of heating the entire room. Your body was designed to sleep cool. Give it what it needs and it will reward you with deeper, longer, healthier sleep. How warm is your bedroom right now? If it's above 70 degrees, your body may be struggling to rest every single night. Number 4, using screens and bright lights before sleep. The most overlooked and perhaps most damaging nighttime habit among seniors today is staring at screens before bed. Television, phones, tablets, and even bright overhead lights are silently destroying your sleep quality and shortening your life. Here's why this matters so much. Your brain relies on a hormone called melatonin to initiate sleep. Melatonin production begins in the evening, when your eyes detect fading light. It's nature's way of telling your body the day is over and it's time to repair. But when you watch television in bed, scroll through your phone, or sit under bright fluorescent lights, your eyes absorb blue light that tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Melatonin production is suppressed, and your internal clock gets confused. And even when you finally close your eyes, your brain remains in a semi-alert state, unable to enter the deep sleep your body desperately needs. For seniors, this is especially dangerous because melatonin levels already decline naturally with age. By the time you're 65, your body produces a fraction of the melatonin it made at 30. When you suppress what little you have left with screen light, the consequences are severe. Poor sleep, weakened immunity, higher inflammation, and accelerated brain aging. Think about Robert, a 70-year-old man who watched the news in bed every night until midnight. He kept his phone on the nightstand and checked it whenever he woke up. Over time, Robert noticed he couldn't fall asleep easily anymore. When he did sleep, it was shallow and broken. His mood deteriorated. His memory slipped. His doctor told him his cortisol levels were elevated even at night, meaning his body was stuck in stress mode. Now compare him to his brother, Thomas, also 70, who made a simple rule: no screens after 9 p.m. Thomas read a book under a dim lamp, listened to calm music, or simply sat quietly before bed. He fell asleep within minutes and stayed asleep. His memory remained sharp, his heart healthy, and his energy steady. The damage from screens goes beyond suppressed melatonin. The content itself, news, social media, stressful messages, activates your fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases, anxiety builds, and your nervous system stays wired long after you've turned off the device. For a senior's body, which has less resilience to recover from stress, this nightly activation is like pouring gasoline on a slow fire. Here's what you can do starting tonight. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before bed. Replace the television with gentle music or an audiobook. Use warm-toned, dim lighting in your bedroom. If you use your phone as an alarm, place it face down across the room so you're not tempted to check it. Consider wearing blue light blocking glasses in the evening if you must use a device. These small changes protect your melatonin, calm your nervous system, and allow your body to enter the deep sleep that keeps your heart beating strong and your mind clear. When was the last time you went to bed without looking at a screen first? If you can't remember, it may be time to change that habit tonight. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. As we finish this discussion, take a moment to reflect on what you've just heard. 4 nighttime habits, each one so common, so familiar, that most people never question them. And yet together, they silently steal years from the lives of millions of seniors. Sleeping flat on your back suffocates your airway and exhausts your heart. Eating heavy meals before bed poisons your metabolism and blocks your body's ability to heal. Sleeping in a warm room prevents your brain and heart from entering the deep rest they depend on. And staring at screens before sleep destroys your melatonin and keeps your nervous system trapped in survival mode. The good news is that none of these habits are permanent. You can change every single one starting tonight. Adjust your sleeping position, move your last meal earlier, cool down your bedroom, and turn off those screens. These aren't dramatic changes. They're small, quiet decisions that compound into years of better health, sharper thinking, and a stronger heart. Your body does its most important work while you sleep. It heals your heart. It clears toxins from your brain. It rebuilds your immune defenses. But it can only do this if you give it the right conditions. Every night is a chance to either support that process or sabotage it. The choice is yours. Longevity isn't just about counting years. It's about protecting the quality of every night that leads to every morning. The way you sleep tonight is a conversation with the person you'll be tomorrow. Make that conversation kind, wise, and full of care. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Which of these 4 habits surprised you the most? Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.